So I guess we'll start with the rack or equipment room, or the rack and the equipment room. It's tucked in here to a closet. Actually, this room, just so you know the history, this room, big room, used to be two rooms. This was a 4-bedroom house, and we bought it and lived in it as a 4-bedroom home for quite a few years. And then we tore down the wall between the two rooms. In fact, my brother lived in this bedroom briefly while he put himself back through college. So he lived in this part of the room, and it was his bedroom, and this was a closet for that bedroom. So what we got here is a hole that I cut in the wall because I wanted this rack to be able to go into this room to get rid of heat, but to be presentable up here. So we'll start at the bottom. We have an APC UPS donated by quite a lovely YouTube subscriber. Sent me the UPS. All I had to do was buy some batteries for it. Above that we have Big Bertha, which is a big old Xeon server full of lots of spinning rust hard drives. It's got drives on the front and on the back of this unit as well. It's just a big old beastie 4U of a unit. Above that is the Dell PowerEdge R730. That's this unit right here, and it's one of my lab units. It's also got dual Tesla P40 video cards in it for AI work. Then above that we have a PowerEdge R630. This is an actual production server. I have clients and I host a lot of stuff on there for. Above that is Prometheus, which you're going to see in an upcoming video here. We're going to actually retire Prometheus and put it doing other things. It's just a 4U unit. I think it's running an AMD Ryzen 4, Ryzen 5 processor. I'd have to look it up. And then above that we have Super Epic. Super Epic is my lab Proxmox server. And oh yeah, the Dell 630 is also running Proxmox. The Dell 730 is running actually Windows 2000 or 2022 with Hyper-V. The Super Epic is running Proxmox. Above that we have a Lenovo SR650 V2. That is actually running Windows Server 2025 for lab work. And then behind that, tucked in the back here, is another Lenovo, and that's an SE450, and this is running Proxmox 9 as well. So this is what the rack looks like on the outside. We've got a mini split air conditioner up here. It does heating and cooling to keep it at temperature. And then, you know, we got some artwork on the wall here. I fell in love with those two pictures, and just couldn't pass them up. So now if you come back into the equipment room, this is where all of our solar happens, and it's kind of it looks like an organized chaos mess back here, but trust me, everything is safe, and if not messy, it is messy, but in fact my battery rack is here. Everything is covered with the exception of this 48 volt bus bar. And there's going to be some changes coming to this room for 2026. I just basically had no idea what I was doing and or a vision of how I wanted everything to work. I just wanted to get it up and working when I installed this. But everything is safe. It's all wired properly as far as I can tell. I've got a feeder coming from my main panel that feeds these two panels, and then it back feeds through this automatic transfer switch. So if I were to turn off this inverter that powers the house, the Victron Multiplus 2, that switch would automatically flip over and put me back on grid power. Does that make sense? This EG4 simply powers my mini splits, and it is a backup power source for this rack, should I need it. My solar charge controllers come in on those wires through breakers. This is the feed panel, so it feeds my mini splits. I have a studio plug here and a server rack plug. So this goes to the mini splits in the house. This goes to the mini split in the studio, and then this server jack plug is right there on the 6000 XP. And right now that is powering, what is that powering? It's powering my Lenovo SE450. Half of it is, and half of it's being powered by the UPS. Don't ask me why. That's an oversight on my part. My solar charge controller is up here, and then my feed going to the Victron loads. So I've got a 40 amp breaker feeding over to the other side of the house that feeds my house loads. I hardly ever get 40 amps that I'm pulling on the house. It's just lights and microwave and refrigerators and stuff like that, so it doesn't amount to a lot. It is capable of pulling 50 on the wire, but I undersized that. I put a smaller breaker on there just in case. And then I have a 20 amp breaker here, and that is for the server rack plug down here. So this is feeds to my critical load. It's only 120 volt. This is the 120 and 240 volt feed from my main panel. That feeds the EG4, feeds the transfer switch, and it feeds the multi plus 2 24 volt, which you'll see in a minute, and it feeds the multi plus 2 48 volt, which is in this room. And then back here on my rack, I have I just recently purchased this PoE switch from Unify. I got some cameras up here that I'm testing. This is a hot mess. Patch panel, I've got my Unify X16 switch, and I've got my UDM Pro here, and that's my fiber connection out to my fiber provider. We've also got the refrigerant lines in here for the heating and AC, and then I put this drain line in a few months ago so it can drain all under the house. And then I have a collection of Synology NASs here. This is the DS1621. This is the FS1018. Thank you, Sasha, for that donation. And then these NAS units are owned by clients. They just store their data here on these NAS units. And that's, I can get to the rack on the back, and I can pull it out if I need be and get behind here. So the plan is the batteries are going to be stacked along there and along here, and then all of this stuff is going to be lifted up, and the wires are going to be rerouted once I figure out exactly how I want to do that. I just have too much stuff in here that's kind of not planned well, so ultimately I would like to move that Victron charge controller over to here or down. I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's a hot mess right now, but this is the equipment room. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batteries. I've got another battery coming in, and then this is the one I built myself, and I've ordered a case for that. The case has come in. It's actually a standing case, so it'll stand like these do instead of laying flat. And I just need to put all the battery cells into there. So over here is my wall of stuff. So I've got everything organized in these little hefty containers. I go through these things once a year and throw away stuff I don't need. But I got my Canon camera gear in here. I got some power and USB cables, DC wire and heat shrink, everything that I want to organize and want to be able to come in here and put my hands on it. It saves a hell of a lot of time when you've got stuff organized and when you're not a pack rat like I am and keep everything forever. I try to keep this area clear. We also have a grow watt inverter here. We're going to probably put that to use one of these days. It is a 24 volt unit. Thank you again, Sasha. This is the back of my studio desk. So I try to keep this area fairly clear because I've got some lighting gear that goes here, and occasionally I'll have camera gear, but this is the back end of that. I've got some 24-volt batteries stacked here, power plug. I've got my Mac over here. I've got, this is where the second studio desk is. I've got my aquariums in here. Now, some changes. Those two 40-gallon aquariums are going to go bye-bye. They're going elsewhere in the house, and then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 more of these 20-gallon tanks up here. I have a couple of 10-gallon tanks over here on this wall. Again, this area here needs to be, I don't know why I save old boxes, but for some odd reason I do. So on my list this year is to get all this cleaned up, because right now I'm not using it for anything other than storage for stuff I never use. So on my list this year is to get that all organized as well. And then some more shelving. This is supposed to be my chair where I watch my fish, but my chair is burdened with things. It's been a busy year, folks. It's been a busy year, and you can see how I'm starting to collect and not put things away. Then my bench. This is my workbench. So right now I got about 101 different projects going on. So yeah, we hear you, baby. We hear you, but you need to lay down. Can you make your bed? Can you make a bed and lay down for Daddy? Make your bed and lay down. So yeah, I've got another rack over here. This is my telco rack. And this is my Windows NAS that I built. I've done several videos around that. There's another spot for another computer there. I've got some test equipment. I've got an old iPad up here. Some more test equipment for batteries and whatnot. And then the USW switch here, donated by another YouTube subscriber. Thank you very much. That's an aggregation switch. So that's like where I convert from 1 gig to 2 gig and get it back over to the other closet. And then I have a 24-port Unify switch. This MikroTik switch is another donation from another YouTube subscriber. I don't have any use for it. I've now completely switched to Unify gear. So if someone is interested in that MikroTik switch, reach out to me, UncieJoe'sPlayhouse@gmail.com. Go to our website, UncieJoe'sPlayhouse.com, UncieJoe'sPlayhouse.net. Our email address is on there as well. Or this Netgear, or this Linksys/Netgear. Either one of these switches, I will gladly donate to somebody who needs a switch. You will have to pay for shipping. I'll find a box for it, but I can't afford to be shipping stuff to people across the states. It's very expensive. But if anybody would like any one of these objects, let me know. I've got my Unify access point up here, and yeah, this is basically where I would rip computers apart and stuff like that. And then we have our studio desk, or studio desk number 2 over here. I've got that beastly little AI powered machine gaming unit there. I've got my Borg cube there, and next to that I've got my WinMac Pro. That's what we're calling it, the WinMac Pro. It runs both Windows and Mac OS. I've always wanted one of those cheese grater Macs my whole life. I finally was able to get one on the used market, and I put it to good use. It's running Windows 10 on it, or Windows 11, I believe. Got an HP monitor here, and a HDMI switch. Anyway, that gives me video, keyboard, and mouse for this Mac, for this unit, for these 2 units down here. I've got another Unify switch back there on the desk. That is a PoE. No, it's not a PoE switch, just a Unify switch. Again, I'm doing all things that I can Unify. Back behind that is another switch and a PC. That's for my secondary fiber internet connection I have through Spectrum. That comes up through that box there. This is my laptop for work normally for one of my clients. In fact, the client that's doing the going out of business deal. This is the laptop I had with them. They've gifted that to me and told me to keep it. Because I am still doing business with these folks. They still gotta keep operations going for a while, but it is what it is. I've got my Panasonic camera here, and this is another area where I can set up and I can film. I'll save some of this for the studio tour I'm going to be doing And then of course I got a light box. It's the best money I've ever spent. Wasn't that expensive, worth every penny. All right, so this is my second power wall. Now this Victron system is a 24 volt 300 VA, in other words 300 watt 70 amp inverter. This system powers, these are the charge controllers. Basically these collect the energy from the solar panels, convert it to energy to charge those batteries and to run the inverter. And then I've got power coming over to the inverter through that big gray cable into here. And then I've got power going out to this panel here, which powers this plug here. And the yellow cable goes back over to the equipment room so that I can use this to power the rack. So the entire rack, everything on this desk, and everything on my desk back here is powered by solar and battery. So the only mistake I made is setting up a 24 volt system because I wasn't as smart as I am now. I wish I could convert this to 48, but I have consulted with professionals who tell me the amount of money it would cost just this unit, getting another one of these would be about $1,000. And this has a resale value of maybe $400 or $500. And then I would have to put my batteries in series instead of parallel like they are now, because I need 48 volt. It's not worth the investment because it doesn't increase your efficiency that much. So we're going to keep what we have over here, and then eventually what I'll probably do is end up putting this donated inverter, the 24 volt inverter that was donated, up to handle more solar panels for this. I don't know where in God's name I'm going to put it, because I got quite a full board here, but we'll figure that out as it goes. And then I've got some fiber connections. I just run it up at the top over my curtains and coming down to machines and stuff like that. Nothing here is professionally done. This is a studio and it's always in progress. And I've got my surveillance cameras monitored up there. This is my desk. This is where most of the action happens. And, you know, I do a lot of work on here. I'm here every day from about 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. Got my printer over there. I got my baby girl right there. She's my secretary, aren't you? Are you Daddy's secretary? And then I've got, of course, I got more bins. I always put my stuff in bins. Got some spinning rust hard drives here, some SSDs that are, you know, look how old this one is. It's what? It's 120 gigabyte. How old is that? 10 years old? Something like that, when they first started coming out. Yeah, I just like to, you know, I like aquariums, what can I say? So this is Unky Joe's Playhouse. This is where all the magic happens. And again, it's kind of a cluttered, no, you don't need to agree with me. It's kind of a cluttered hot mess right now. But that's really the way I like it, because I get a lot of work done in this office. It's very comfortable. It's about 13 by 25 feet. Behind that black door is a bathroom, private bathroom, which I need to clean because it's also been my fish room for taking care of my fishies. We're not going to go again into any detail on any of these separate items until I make a video about them. But this is the tour. This is Unky Joe's Playhouse. This is where we send all the stuff out to everybody, and I hope you like it.
I've been watching old Unky Joe from Texas heat to where the cacti grow. Fixing server solar power in the land, hoping that his plans all stand, making life a touch more bright underneath those southern